Emma intro.
Oh, well, my sister had a baby, and she passed away, and the baby lost its legs, but it's growing, and it's fairly happy. Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Discussing Nothing, guys. The show where we discuss a multitude of topics, more of them not leading to nothing. I did tell Emma to do that 30 seconds before we started, so good job. That was Shark Tale.
Is that Shark Tale?
Yeah.
And he's fairly happy.
It's fairly happy.
That's pretty good. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. I'm joined today by my two colleagues, associates, and fellow podders. I'm joined by the unequivocal
Emma.
And the, I hope this is the right word, unilateral.
Kelvin.
What does that mean?
Does that not mean
Just
like...
all agreed upon.
Yeah, like...
The all agreed upon
even?
Kelvin. Guys, welcome back to the pod. How are we all doing today?
Oh, good day.
Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
You're quite familiar with it.
I actually used to watch Shark Tale quite a lot.
So did I, yeah.
I watched it over the festive
It was a
period.
staple.
Did you?
I forgot the plot completely, and I was like, oh yeah, he like fakes that he's a shark killer.
Yeah.
And he's like, and it's a stacked cast.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese is one of the
The
fish.
puffer fish.
Yeah.
He's the pufferfish. Will Smith,
Robert
Angelina
De Niro.
Jolie, Renee Zellweger, Jack Black.
De Niro.
I was like, and then there's at the end Christina Aguilera and Missy Elliott
Yep.
singing Car Wash.
They don't make them like they used to.
They actually don't.
They don't.
They actually
They
don't.
don't.
DreamWorks have some hits.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite DreamWorks movie? Go.
Shrek 2.
The first
Shrek
one that comes
2,
to mind
Shrek
is Shrek.
2?
What one's that? I
That is the
always
best-
get the Shrek.
that is
Is
the
that the
best
one
Shrek
with the
one.
fairy godmother?
Yeah.
And
They go
yeah.
with
I
Hollywood.
Need a Hero.
Yeah.
My favorite DreamWorks movie.
Spirit. Isn't that
No.
DreamWorks?
I think that's
Maybe.
What
I think
Spi-
that's
Ben's nodding. That is. What's
DreamWorks.
Spirit about again?
the horses.
Oh,
The sexy horses.
Okay, Kelvin.
Okay, Kelvin. I was going to say The Wild Robot, fairly new.
I've not
But
seen
if
He looks
I
cute,
also
though.
like Kung Fu Panda. What's the thing he says? Skadoosh. Anyway, that's probably the most appropriate preamble we've ever done.
Yeah.
That-
was actually relevant.
That is a decent segue. That's
Because I know.
Wow.
Wow.
Great
Today
bit.
we are discussing what cartoon character would be the worst roommate. Now, there's a lot of cartoon characters in the world. My phone's ringing. We'll get to that later. And we're going to talk about some of them. I believe we've brought one each. And hopefully that gets us to 10 minutes of talking and 10 minutes of listening for you guys. And then we'll be going. Who would like to go first? Emma would love to go first.
Usual. I picked Patrick Star.
Why Patrick? Why is Patrick Star the worst roommate?
Like, he seems like a fun, loyal friend. But he's messy. He's a bit lazy, a bit clueless. He's stinky, you know, and a bit clingy. I feel like he would just be annoying to be around.
I don't think he'd take up that much room because you can just put him under a rock.
No, but he's just always there.
Yeah, he's that
And
size.
He's the stars
So
of a
I was-
starfish.
I was...
Think about it practically,
you know,
Emma.
like... Nah,
Like a human-sized Patrick Star.
either that or I was his size.
That'd be horrifying.
You know, like, like living alongside Pat. Like, I was either in that universe or he was in. That's how I was picturing it. Like, we're the same. You know, he's either my
So
size
it's
or
like
I'm
a
his size.
Humanoid starfish man.
As if he could get any uglier as well.
Oh,
That's like,
Oh, come on.
But
you've seen
Patrick's-
those
Right,
SpongeBob
we'll
close up.
We'll come back.
Close-ups.
We'll come back to that. That's pretty lovable. Who do you?
I've gone for the GOAT, Homer Simpson himself.
I didn't think you would stoop so low.
Homer Simpson, a family man who
He he is unequivocally the most annoying, stupid person on earth. And right now I love him.
He does.
And the only way I could hate him is if I was forced to live with him. So that's why he's my answer.
interesting.
See, I considered Homer, but I didn't want to do that to Kelvin because I know how much Kelvin
But
loves
At
Homer.
the heart of it all is Homer not just a loving dad.
Who's trying
and
his
husband.
best.
Yeah, but
He's
he
trying
messes up
his-
all the time.
But
Like,
he's trying.
he's not a loving friend. Like, if you had to live with him, dearie me.
I also came up with an answer.
Oh, do tell.
Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
The mouse.
Yes.
Hmm.
I hate mice.
Oh.
You do actually. We've had this discussion
Mice
before.
are
Jerry's
an
cool.
infestation.
Jerry's
No.
cool. He's
Holes.
chill.
He's like, he'd be making holes in your... And you know, Jerry doesn't come on his own. You know he's bringing Tom round just to wind him up. And they're going to make a mess.
Yeah, you
They're
got
going to make an absolute... They're going to have like...
yeah.
You know they're going to ruin your place. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, you'll be like... Jerry's like, do you mind if I have a friend around tonight? And you'll be like... Are you sure who? Tom. And I'm like, oh...
Again.
You two are a nightmare when you're together. Like, and they are. They're an absolute nightmare together, Tom and Jerry.
You'd have to wear like a dress with stockings on.
Yeah.
And never show your
and
feet,
you'd
just
never
from
see
like the
above your-
waist down.
No one would ever see me.
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't be part of it.
You got the curves for it though.
And mice are just an infestation. Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Emma. Mice are just an infestation. You don't want to live with an infestation. They're
And
pests.
if he ever had babies.
Yeah. They breed like mice.
And they're always screaming like humans whenever they
Yeah.
get hurt. Yeah.
Nah. Like, and even if Tom's not his friend, Tom's coming around just constantly to my flat trying to kill this
There's,
guy.
like,
I'm just like,
plates being thrown and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
There's always a large hammer involved as well.
Someone's finger becomes like 10 times the size.
Big like bump on the head.
You tell me who's a worse roommate than that. You
Homer
tell me why Patrick Starr's worse than that. You could just put him under a rock. And
No,
he goes,
but
hello. And he sleeps most of the day.
no, are we still talking about as if he's this size and I could just toss him over?
He
We
is
can
this
go
size.
from your humanoid
Well,
Patrick Star. if you want.
You just keep him in a tub.
I'm not talking about a life-size Jerry. I'm talking about these.
Okay, well I didn't think of it like that, okay?
just
Either way.
put him in a flippin' was it
But then we
aquarium
could say
or
the
what?
same about Jerry. Just set a few traps out.
You don't want to
Or
kill
catch
him.
him in a box and take him
I
away
think
somewhere.
you've seen that he's a bit smarter than a trap.
Well, that's my issue
What do you think
with...
would happen to Ross if he tried that? He'd be the new Tom.
Yeah, I'd be the new. I'm not getting involved in their games. I'm just trying to go about my 9 to 5 here. Like,
Hey, I'm just saying there are solutions.
I'm trying to watch The Traitors, guys. Like, and they're like,
Noises like that.
I'm like, God, I'm just trying to meal prep
That's a new thing
Oh,
for you.
this week.
Yeah, 3 days in.
Well, that's why I keep giving up because I love Flippin' Jerry. And Patrick Star is just like, hello, under the
But
rock.
he just gives off very messy, stinky vibes. Like he would, if I was sharing a place with him, he's just gonna leave.
Do starfish smell?
He looks like he smells. Like I said, you've seen the close-ups that SpongeBob, like the episodes have. Like he
The
reeks.
really illustrated
He
ones.
reeks.
He
And
reeks.
yeah,
He's just bristly. He needs to stick to things.
He's like smooth.
Smooth-brained.
Not as smooth brained as my choice. The most smooth brained man.
Yeah, Homer. Have you not seen this episode where like he like the power plant episode where he keeps the job for Maggie, like it says do it for her, and he has to work there for like the rest of his life or something. That's a man
To
who
provide a good
sacrifices
life for his kids.
for his family. He works a job he hates,
I
and
w-
he's so innovative. He's constantly doing new careers.
That's the point though. Like he's only a positive influence on his like family. Everyone else, I would end up dead. Like that's what would happen to me if I was a character in The Simpsons. He would end up killing me. I think I would end up dead.
I think he'd be a good flatmate. I think he'd be great on the beers.
He doesn't. He'd be good in the beers.
I'd
That's
love to
about
have
it.
a
But he went
barbershop.
back-
I could do a barbershop quartet with him.
He'd constantly be lying on the couch.
So would I.
See, that's like my issue with Patrick Star. Is he's just a bit of a slob,
Yeah.
lazy, and I feel like he would just be that. He wouldn't pay the bills. He wouldn't
He
help
doesn't work.
tidy up.
He doesn't work.
He doesn't work. He's just
At
a
least he
bit of a
works.
slob. He'd just lie about.
He's also that size, Patrick Star. So remember, guys. Patrick
Yeah,
Star's
yeah.
this size.
Yeah, he can't get a job because of that.
Hey,
I'm surprised you're even charging him rent. It's like charging a pet rent.
Yeah, it's
He's
a
not
pet.
freeloading in my place.
Are you?
Probably couldn't even speak to him.
Now, are any of you guys? What's the Patrick Star line? The meme. It's like, no,
It's
Patrick.
I'd have a good time with Homer and the beers. We'd drink a flaming mo.
a flaming mo.
We'd go in as Mr. Plow.
Yeah. Well, you'd end up dead. Bart would be there sometimes. He would cause absolute havoc.
I'd argue that he would be worse to live with than Homer. Bart's
Have you
like
seen
annoying.
the injuries Bart puts Homer through? No wonder he's so stressed.
Yeah, but Bart's a child. I'm not going to have a child as my roommate.
No, you'll just have a mouse or a starfish.
Much more realistic, yeah.
Now, are you guys turning more into who would be the worst roommate? I could probably see Homer more than Patrick. But I still think Jerry would be the worst roommate.
Patrick's a
Guy makes a
terrible
mess!
He is also this size.
Yeah, but
Guys, I didn't think of it that way.
he doesn't make that much mess. He just sits under a rock.
Yeah.
This guy causes
Carnage.
thousands of pounds of damage
Yeah.
on the daily.
It's so Homer is just a walking catastrophe, like at all times.
Yeah.
He would, your house would be
Just stick him on
burned down and suddenly just be fine the next day, kind of thing.
Yeah, but exactly. He's got he's all of ours have the benefit of having it
Cartoon
refreshes. It
style.
refreshes after a day.
Never ages.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's constantly just a middle-aged man.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Ben, I'm going to let you decide who you think is the worst roommate. Decipher it all.
I think Patrick Star would be pretty rubbish. I think he would be a slob. I don't think I could sleep through the little.
He wouldn't do the dishes, Patrick. Neither of them would do the dishes. I think
Nah.
Jerry's got, he just smashed them.
Mm.
But I feel like I would fear for my life every day if I was living with Homer. Like
He's
both
got
of
so
them-
many enemies.
Both of them are slobs, but Homer's actually he's a risk.
Jerry?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know if you was counted or not.
No, he's
Jerry too. I'll say
Ross just
Homer.
hijacked
Still
this
Homer.
debate.
What? You could easily live with a man that causes this much damage.
I think I would befriend Jerry. I think we'd be pals.
Jerry is chill.
He's unbefriendable.
He's pretty chill.
Well, Homer Simpson wins this debate.
Huh?
I do think he would be a pretty bad roommate. That's
The worst, yeah.
Huh? Don't! Woo! Trampoline!
Right, you do your best, Lee.
Little.
Do you do your best, Lee?
Little.
I'm not doing that. That's so pathetic. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to another episode of Discussing Nothing. That was quite an interesting episode. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.